É, finalmente o segundo episódio, que não demorou tanto quanto os outros. Depois de ter conversado com o Nick Valentim, ou sei lá como se chama, ele falou pra gente pegar o chip da cabeça do cara, que bom que eu peguei porque eu não queria voltar lá. E ver o que tinha na memória dele. Sim, eu já tô com bastante mesmo munição. Sem falar do meu nível, passei um tempo... Bom, eu passei o tempo fazendo uns trem aí. Porque eu quero continuar de onde eu parei, senão vai demorar demais o vídeo. Aí, good night, good night.
First time in Good Neighbor?
Ah, sei lá como se
Can't
fala.
go walking around without insurance.
Ah, eu já tô com a roupa de
You better back off.
carisma.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
Brotherhood of Steel, better stay out of Good Neighbor.
Esse lugar parece bem seguro, hein? Sem nenhuma ameaça.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari. May have walked out of the
Eu já roubei a roupa dessa daqui em outra conta. 2 carisma.
Irma, but
Mas a minha é 3
walked
carisma.
on you.
Calma aí. Ah, ainda não tô com o trem de roubar quando tá no corpo. Ah, tá.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kello.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari.
Ele teleportou, que bom.
You've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact...
Please. Nick told me you're the only one.
This dead brain...
Fine.
Ah, não, que bosta,
I'll
pulei.
take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Aí, eu tenho que
Here's
buscar,
what I
provavelmente.
could find.
What's this? This
Eu não
isn't a
queria
brain.
voltar, cê é
This is-
doido?
Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, but that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Hey.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right.
É, o que importa é que é meu filho. Ou melhor, o filho dela, né?
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
E-
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine.
Oh,
Any slight change in
adoro
your
ver
cognitive
isso.
functions could be dire. Are you feeling any
Eles
different?
mexendo nada.
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers? Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memory.
All
Eu não entendi, né, mas...
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers...
See you on the other side.
Eu vou fingir que é a primeira vez. Melhor do que nada. Ah, eu consegui um relacionamento com a Piper. Eu queria muito com isso. Pena que eu não fui homem. Acho que é só pra computador que dá pra virar homem com código. Código? Ah, sei lá. Um game mod.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Tá, agora eu não sei se tá gravando. Eu tô com medo de arriscar de novo.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Também, eu só vou dar uma conferida se tá gravando mesmo.
Remember,
É, tá
you
gravando.
are experiencing these memories as Keller. This may prove disorienting at first.
Eu tô andando em memórias, até parece que isso aconteceu.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Ah, a história é meio triste.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Meu Deus, que isso? Não sei se eu censuro essa palavra.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
Vou até dar um save que eu tô com medo.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But we don't know any...
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Ah, o cara teve uma vida triste,
And
tá?
now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the
Ah, a
world
geladeira
at my
começou a
feet.
fazer barulho, sério.
Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this?
Que isso?
This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Por enquanto só tá mostrando que ele se sentiu mal, que ele era triste, que a vida dele foi uma bosta quando criança e que ele não queria ter casado com a mulher que ele arruinou tudo.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there
I found
to help
another
them.
memory to try. I'll connect it.
Ah, não dá pra correr também. Oh, que legal do outro que eu fiz. Comecei dali.
Mind if we sit down?
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere.
Tô olhando pra baixo porque dá pra ler melhor. Letra branca.
They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Ai, esqueci meu microfone desligado. A impressão ou essa família era minha, porque o Vault era do lado do riacho.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed.
Getting
Turned
warmer.
into a permanent
One of these
arrangement.
has got to tell us something.
Suited me just fine.
We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks
First
mostly
synths
intact.
weren't all that
Connecting
impressive.
Já dá pra pular, mas eu não vou
I'm
não.
good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. The Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
System off.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Não acredito que eu consegui fazer isso, pegar coisa de memória. Tá, vamos ver se isso vai aparecer no meu inventário, né? Ah, finalmente.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
The eggheads never liked taking orders. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
All computers are...
The eggheads never liked taking orders from... I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Still working. That's good.
Eu aqui, que legal.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
Hopefully it's all... Just find it. Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
E aquela ali sou eu,
This is the one. Here.
que não tá tanto tempo assim acordado.
All Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Ele falou reforço.
What's
Lá
the
tava
holdup?
escrito.
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Lá ele tinha falado reserva.
Is that your son?
Wasn't my
This
idea
appears to
to
be a
settle
very
down with
recent
the
memory.
kid in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me.
Meu Deus, tô começando a ficar cansada.
Another loose end tied up.
Por que eu tô acessando a memória dele, né? Eu quero ver a cara dele. Ah.
Kellogg.
It's okay.
Não, ele tá me atrapalhando, tô
The new
tentando
breed
ouvir.
of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is
Meu
a
Deus, eu queria
Forget I
ouvir.
said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess...
Cami, a música no final.
Dr. Amari?
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
Aí, finalmente a música parou. A música tava tocando até agora.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And, by the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first.
Aí, ganhei até trem. Já que eu vou passar por isso, eu vou pegar tudo. Tá parecendo roubar quando eu pego. Ó, calma aí. Ó. Percebe no frame, ó. Depois de pegar. Aparece roubar. Ó, que incrível. Vou pegar tudo, né? Porque eu já sei que vai ter muita coisa. E vai ter vários destroçadores.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Daqui é tão legal.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Que isso?
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you...
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there.
Eu quero ir pro mar reluzente. Ah, sei lá também. Não sei porque até hoje eu tento ficar falando o nome de cada coisa. Tá, gente, eu vou cortar porque já deve estar demorando o vídeo. Então eu encontro perto de lá. Tchau.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. I'm not stupid.
Sure. Take it easy. Kellogg's dead.
Dead? Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do that. I knew they'd send him, so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
That it? Did they leave?
I know you were part of it. And?
How the hell do you... No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even here? What do you want?
Can you tell me anything about the Institute? I need to get in there.
Can I? Are you joking? You want to get into the Institute? Never mind how nearly... What reason could...
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh.
Right?
I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is
Eita,
one
com
of
áudio. Voltei.
I can understand.
Mas provavelmente vou ficar sem áudio, porque eu tô tendo uns probleminha aqui.
I can't help, but I'm going to need something in return.
You help me.
All right. If I help you, you're going to do something for me. Before I was forced to leave, it could return me to normal. You understand? So if you get... I think that's pretty reasonable. In exchange, all right? Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter?
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
Vou mentir.
Sure. Lots of them.
Don't bullshit me. More than one of them and you wouldn't be standing here right now. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, I suppose you're enthusiastic. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help find...
Okay. Let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got to... When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it,
Finalmente, eu vou parar por aqui, porque já tá bom. E já vou fazer um vídeo daqui a umas horas de caça ao caçador, ou caçador ao caça, que vai ser fácil de escrever, já que tá na gravação, eu vou pegar o teclado. Bom, mas é isso, e ponto final, tchau.